Please introduce yourself.
Bernard.
Bernard Adler?
Adler. Yeah,
Okay,
right.
nice to meet you, Bernard.
Yeah.
What is your date of birth?
It's October the 7th, 1920.
1920.
20, yeah.
And where were you born?
I born in Hungary.
Hungary?
Hungarian, yeah.
What was the name of your town?
Nagydobos.
Nagydobos.
Nagydobos. A very little village, you know. Was altogether some 600 people, you know. The Jewish families was like 25 people, you know.
Can you tell me about your mother and father?
Mother and father was you know, they are. My mother has 9 children, you know,
Right.
and she was have to cook everything. We don't have no bakery. She have to make you know, herself the bread, and she have to cook herself, you know. She have to wash herself, you know, with the hand, you know. I learned over there how to wash, you know. And you know, the boys, when they got married already, you know, as she was already much better, you know, much better.
What did your father do for a living as a career?
Tailor.
He was a tailor?
Yeah. I went to learn the tailoring when I was 16 years old, you know, tailoring, you know, and this was my luck, you know. Yeah.
So did you learn tailoring from him?
Yeah, I just was working with him together, you know, because he was already, you see, over there, 75 men was already very, very old, you know. Very old. My father, he was so, you know, on special, you know. We was 9 children, darling, you know. Was six boys, on the 6 boys and the 3 girls, you know. And you know, was very hard life because in Hungary the life was very bad, you know. And we just eat once in a week meat, you know, Saturday, Shabbos, you know. And you know, we children just to buy them shoes and everything, because over there was big winter, you know. In Hungary was so big winter.
Can you tell me a little bit about your brothers and sisters? How old they were?
The brother and
their
sister.
names?
The brother and sisters, you know, they are I was very young this time, you know, because when they grow up already, when they grow up already, they was like I was already little young boy, you know, and you know, he was nice to me, you know. I mean, and this little sister, you know, my little sister who they killed them, you know. We was always play together, you know, because she was 2 years younger than me, you know. And I never forget, you know, we just have, you know, a very small house, you know. 9 children, we have 2 rooms, you know, darling.
Wow.
9 children. We was sleeping 2 people in one bed, you know, darling. Because we don't have no other way, you know. And you know, it was very hard life, you know.
What were your brothers and sisters' names?
The little was Helen, and the other one is Elizabeth, and the third was Terry. This was Hungarian name. And the boys, the oldest boy was Béla, Sándor, Miklós, Maurits, Ignác, and Bernard.
Okay. How long did your family live in Nagydobos?
In Nagydobos? My father was born in Nagydobos, you know, and my mother was born in Samoskär. This was some far from Nagydobos, you know, like 20 miles, you know. And they are, has, you know, I mean, my mother's parents passed away very early, you know. And she has children, you know, and you know, she was very sad, you know, because the life was very cruel to her, you know, because the parents passed away, you know, and one brother, there was a very big water, you know, running water, you know, and he went in and he doesn't know so good to swim, and the water killed him, you know, she shrunk in the water, you know. So she got very hard life, you know. After this, when they was married, you know, as they was in Night-divorce, you know, and they was living like in a little village, you know, and she was working very hard, you know, because you know, I want to tell you something, you know, the very religious Jews is you know, they have to have children, you know. The rabbis, you know, they are all want as nobody can make I mean love without to have you know, children, you know. And they was, you know, the children, they was grow up home, you know, and when they was already over there, they doesn't have doctors, you know, like hospital to take away the baby, you know. Over there was a woman, you know, and this woman you called mother, you know, who made the bird, you know, for the children, you know. And you know, we grow up, you know, like how I told you, you know, we have a small house, you know, and in the small house was you know, we don't have even a baby bed, you know. The baby was sleeping with the mother, you know, and you know, like very, I mean, very primitive and very only you know, was you know, like a very poor life, you know.
What languages were spoken in Nagdebush?
Only Hungarian.
Only Hungarian?
And the Jewish people was speaking Jewish.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And I know Hungary was slightly anti-Semitic in the beginning, prior to the invasion of the Nazis.
We never was so welcomed over there, you know, darling.
Right.
Because they told us, you see, the thing is that the most to be the Jewish people, they doesn't work the hard work, you know, because they was like not so strong, like they can go to the field, you know, and to work on the field work, you know. There was some little business, you know, a tailor, a shoemaker, you know, to make the tables and everything. But they are not they doesn't was so active in the field like the Christian, you know. And the Christian was a little jealous, you know, because he told us why the Jewish, and in the time from the war, when we were starting the war, you know, as the was so hard time, as the bread what we eat the bread, they have to have a ticket, you know. And if you don't work on the field, they don't give you the ticket, you know.
Wow.
And we have to go to work on the field, you know. Was very hard time already, you know.
Right.
As you know, there was this was starting the anti-Semitism, you know, especially in 1930, 38 when Hitler was coming, when the Hitler word was coming out. He doesn't have no good life because he's starting to bother us already. When in 1938 was already the Hitler is already
In power.
was in power, you know, on the just hate us, you know. They just do all kind of bad things for us, you know.
Yeah.
Because I was in the Boy Scout, you know, and in the Boy Scout in the beginning, you know, the Jewish boys was between the boys, the other boys. When Hitler was coming in, we was already in the back, you know. We was marching in the back, you know, and people was laughing, you know. People was laughing, you know. It was very, 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 very sad, you know. And you know, we just try to be nice, you know.
Were the Jewish families integrated into the Gentile families, or were the Jewish families separated?
They was you know, separated, you know, because the Jewish people they have different way to the religious way, you know. And the Christian was different way, you know. The Catholic, you know, people they was, you know, make the Christ on him, you know. And the Reformators, they doesn't make this, you know. And the was you know, was difference, you know, between the religious and the religious. Yeah.
So would you say that your family was particularly Orthodox? In your
Orthodox, yeah, sure,
practices?
yeah. My father has he went every day twice in the temple, you know, and you know, it was very, very, very interesting because you know, the temple was very, very not too many people, you know. And you know, it was like every day, you know, we went on we was learning the Torah, you know, what God gave for Moshe, you know, and you know, whatever this is belong to the Jewish religions, you know. The holidays, on Saturday, they come to the shul, the mothers too, you know.
Oh, okay.
And they was, you know, was very religious place, you know. And the women was separate in the shul, you know, because they can be with the men's together, you know. Because this is, you know, they don't want us. They want to talk with each other, the men with the women, you know, in the shul, you know. And here too, the women, they are separate in the shul, you know. This sitting separate room, you know. Here too, you know, in everywhere, you know. This is the Jewish belief, you know.